or 532.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back here on True Sim Productions. We are back at it here tonight. A little something different. We're not racing here. We are doing a pre-race show for what? The Freedom 100 presented by BL Sim Designs. Easy for me to say. Just a charity race. We're calling it the biggest charity race of the summer as we're trying to raise money for a good organization. We'll call it Mission 22. Dalton will tell you more about it as we get a little bit further in the show. But I know offhand we have raised, I think, a little bit north of $1,100, but
Yeah,
$1,300 total. I know.
185
Yep, there you go. So
donation total right now.
we'll get through, do our introductions and whatnot, and then we're going to be just pivoting straight to the paint scheme voting contest, something cool we put on here. But we'll talk about that more later. I am Tanner Marr, driver of the number 4 Arca Chevrolet. I think the car is coined Lady Luck. I'm pretty sure that's what we determined it was called.
You're going to be barrel rolling through the trial.
Yep. Hey, got a fast prayer though, so if we can finish tonight with somewhat a clean car using fast prayer, that will be a win. But so we'll throw it up north here, right above me, Mr. Big Head, Mr. DK. Introduce yourself, brother.
Oh, I'm Dalton Kilrow. You guys have seen me before. Going to be driving the 41 Chevy here tonight. Don't have a patriotic scheme, but hey, USA, USA, USA.
All right, I am Kyle Wellman, driver of the number 42 Lady Luck Chevrolet SS. It's Dega. Let's go.
He's a copycat.
He is, man. He is. I'm Brad Lawson, driver of the number 85 Toyota Camry. I think the only Toyota in a bunch, today. And with us, anyway. The Army West Point Toyota Camry.
He's a beaut. Y'all gonna say it here in a little bit. Mr. Mark Arthur or Mick Arthur.
He's already said who I am. Mark Arthur, driver number 12, Stang for USMC paint scheme.
And last but not least,
hello, my name is Paul Sotmary. I'm the driver of the 24 Toyota, rocking up Germany as the only guy in the field.
Hey, rep that international shit. Let's go.
Hell yeah.
That is our German. And speaking of our German here, he is the one that sponsored the what was it called? Give me the name of it again, Paul. So I don't butcher it.
Jeez, give me a second.
It was the Guardians Picasso Award, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah, it's the Guardian Autosports Picasso Award.
That's it right there. Autosports because you're German, right? I know over here we always use Motorsports, but Autosports.
No. Autosports.
It's the same thing. We drive around a track.
It's the same thing. Our American boss chose it. So it's not a German stuff.
I love him. I love Paul. I love his accent, man. Dalton, talk to us about Mission 22, the organization we are raising money for tonight.
So if anybody doesn't know, Mission 22, I'm just reading their mission statement off of Google, so thanks, Tanner. Mission 22's core mission is to provide comprehensive support to active service members, veterans, and their families, all while addressing issues like PTSD, traumatic brain injuries, military sexual trauma. It all has a focus on immediate help and long-term wellness through various programs and community engagement initiatives. Because obviously, if anybody doesn't know Mission 22, the reason they're called what they are is because on average, about 22 service members end their own lives per day, and we're trying to stop that from happening. So we want to help them get resources to help themselves.
So that's kind of
we're doing pretty good so far. I mean, we already kind of mentioned the total right now. The donation total's almost $1,200, just like $15 shy, and including what we are paying to get this broadcasted. And what in the hell? Do y'all hear that? Okay, there's
no.
We're walking in my sister's room next door, and there was just a fucking drill going crazy. So it sounded like thunder shaking the house.
Anyway, when there's a massacre or something, I didn't know. I got scared for Dalton.
Brandon, are those power tools?
The broadcasting and the prize for the paint scheme deal, which is going to be $25 for whatever paint scheme ends up winning our little bracket. The total is just over $1,300. So that's pretty good total from everybody involved. I want to thank everybody for donating, regardless of how much the amount was. I know there was some comments made earlier, but hey, donation is a donation, regardless of how much it was. So thanks to everybody for donating. I know on the actual broadcast on Green Flag TV, which will be on YouTube, I think might be posted on Facebook. I'm not 100% sure. They'll also have a QR code on that broadcast, kind of cycling through, where if you scan that, you can also send a donation to the PayPal, and we'll do one big donation. And I don't think we have a way to keep track of it live during the broadcast as to how much we'll have. I know some teams have done that before, just not us. So we'll have that as an option if anybody does want to help support as well. And we'll probably put out a Facebook post, whatever the total actual donation amount ended up being.
So I know, Dalton, you was a part of the Toys for Tots when we did a few years back. We did have a live update donation, but I think they took a portion of it. Mark can actually tell us for certain on that one, but it kept track of it live, as whenever somebody donated, you could tell, and the number would jump up. But I think they took a portion of it, so this time we just wanted it to be straight. Whatever we got went to Mission 22 for the most part, except for the $25 paint scheme and the $90 broadcasting fee. And I will say it's been pretty badass the way it's all kind of go. I think it's been a little bit over a month. 'Cause I remember Mark said, "Wait, y'all gonna do this in a month?" And it all started with a what if in another Discord and an admin chat, basically between me and Dalton. And it was like, "Yeah, I guess let's do it." And before I knew it, fuck, it's July 6th, and here it is. It's time to do it. Time to rock and roll.
Oh yeah.
And we're $1,300
And
race.
again, exactly, $1,300. That's a lot of money, especially for just the iRacing little community. Because I think we only reached out to like 4 or 5 leagues.
We didn't
and
branch out
did
much.
a couple Facebook posts.
Yep.
So for it to be within the kind of small community we already have, that's insane.
Do we have I'm sure it won't be a fully accurate driver count because there'll be some people not showing up tonight. Do we? I think last I checked was 31. Have you added anybody today in the last 2 hours, Dalton?
So we have one. So it looks like there's 3 people that are waiting on an invite. 2 invites are not actually going to be able to make it, as far as I'm aware.
Right.
So it looks like right now we're at 29 drivers.
29. So it's not bad.
That's solid field.
That's a good amount.
Yeah.
That's a good
That's a
amount.
solid field,
We
man.
can put on a good race.
Not bad
Should be
for
fun.
a few weeks of promoting. Not bad. All right, y'all want to jump into the bracket? I think we do.
Yes, sir.
I think let's do it. So look here, folks. I'm gonna put it up on your screen here now. I'm not sure, guys, if y'all be able to see it here with me. I hope you can. Hope you can see my screen. Hope everything's working right on that end. If not, we will try to fix it. But do y'all see the bracket now?
When
Mark.
watching your stream, yes, we can see it.
All right.
Yes, we can see.
So Mr.
Yep.
Brad Lawson is going to be the number 1 seed. We'll just go through it really quick. He'll be going up against Joshua Holt, the 16th seed. And then it's going to be 9th seed, Steve Loving, going up against Steven Linger. Austin Norris, the 5th seed, going against myself, the 12th seed. 13th seed, Brian Matthews, and going up against Larry Bell in the 4th seed. 3rd seed, John Perkins. 14th seed, James Efall. They'll be going up, matching up in the first round. And then we also have the 11th seed, Trevor Harmon, which is, I'm sorry, I'm going to be biased here. That's my favorite paint scheme. I got to say it. Going up against one of our hosts here tonight, Kyle the Wildman Wellman. 7th seed, Mark Arthur, going up against the 10th seed, Scotty Stevens. And then the 15th seed, Richard Reagan Jr. I swear I want to call him Ronald Reagan if I see the name. Going up against the German. I'm not going to try to pronounce his last name because I'm a redneck from Kentucky, and that's just how it is. So for seed number 1, this is what we have. Now, this is where y'all got to bear with me. It's going to take me a minute to cipher through all this. Seed 1 is Mr. Brad Lawson. Look at that beauty right there. I love that paint scheme.
That is a nice fucking scheme.
That is a solid, clean paint.
So, Brad, since you're here, you got the luxury of being here. Explain to us what made you decide going with the Army West Point scheme and like the camo that you chose. What made you want to go this route?
Yeah, I'm muted. Honestly, that I went with the Army scheme. Honestly, because my grandfather fought in World War II. If you look right above the door, it actually has his name on it instead of mine. So it has his name on the door instead of mine, as well as done the Army West Point because I wanted some kind of reference point to the Army to kind of pay homage to that. But yeah, the camo is typically an Army style camo. So the digital style, and then it just flows really well, I thought. So but yeah, that's the reason why I went with that particular scheme.
It's sick. It's sick. And now, I mean, I've seen all these paint schemes 100 times, but I honestly cannot remember who is number 16. Joshua Holt is 16th. Let's see what he has. Pretty good looking paint scheme too. The 52, the We
That's
the
solid.
People. That's pretty solid. So it's going to come down to us, Brad. You cannot vote because obviously it is your own paint scheme. I don't know why our Discord boxes keep messing up too. People keep shifting for whatever
Well,
reason.
I know Mark tried
did, yeah.
starting a stream.
Oh, that messed us up then. So who's
You're not sharing the
do what?
you're not sharing the whole screen.
No.
He had it to where
They-
the box that we're in was
Right.
just for the cameras,
Right.
but now it's not.
Yeah, turn your stream off for me if you don't care, buddy. Thank you, boss. All
It
right,
was
so,
just a QR code. Sorry.
all right. Mark has me all kerfluffled here. All right, we got to vote. So Dalton, we'll start with you. So here we'll show you again. You got Brad Lawson's number 85, seed 1, taking on the We the People,
Joshua Holt.
seed 16.
See, Holt's paint scheme's pretty good, but it doesn't flow like Brad's does, so I got to give it to the 1 seed.
All right, so that's 1 for the 1 seed. Dalton, help me keep track of these two, and I'm gonna try to. That's 1 for Brad. Mr. Kyle the Wildman Wellman, you have Brad Lawson, and you have Joshua Holt.
Brad Lawson's is giving me Ryan Newman vibes, and if you're Ryan Newman at Talladega, you're either winning or you're flipping. So Brad's gonna full send it. I'm gonna go with Brad's paint.
I wasn't sure how you were teeing that up. I thought you were going to give us Josh because you said that. Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
I didn't know how it was going to end either. Really, to be honest.
I was waiting on that one. All right, Mr. Mark Arthur, you got Brad Lawson or the We the People, number 52.
Yeah, I wish you had them up side by side, but
Yeah, I know.
I think I'll go with Brad's.
I wish we would have did this more organized, where everybody had the same resolutions like that, because then we could have done them side by side. Because wait till y'all see a few of them, folks. So, I'm gonna vote Brad Lawson too. And Paul, you can vote, but it don't really count because you're German. But you
Yeah.
can still vote.
Yeah, I will just join you guys. I really liked all the composition and the bonus of his grandpa's name on the card. It just tipped it over.
Awesome. So look, let's see if this works correctly here. Boom. All right, so Brad Lawson moved on. So the next one is going to be the 9th and 8th seed. It's going to be Steve Loving in the number 27. So 9th.
Say before we move on, Josh's car, man, is like I said, it's a very solid car. I had this that type of design in my head, and I couldn't put it on paper the way that I wanted to, and he done really well at it. So that's no slouch of a car either, man. That's a solid looking car.
100% not. It is amazing.
Tanner, that bracket, can't you put scores in?
I can. So about the 52 here, I absolutely love it too. He kind of got screwed by the draw, right? Going up against such a good car, one car has to lose in that aspect. That's what sucks, right? And just to be fully transparent, I went through Siri except for seed 1 and seed 2. I gave it to Paul and gave it to Brad for seed 1 and 2 respectfully, and then I just said Siri. I was like Mark Arthur in my head. Siri, pick a number between 3 and 15, and whatever she picked, I put it on there, and that's how the seeding was done. All right, so next, who was it I said? I think it was Steve Loving, the 8th or the 9th seed, excuse me.
Steven.
Going up against Steven Linger, the 8th seed. So let's pull up the 8th seed first. For the 8th seed, that's the screenshot he sent me, boys. So that's what you got there. It's kind of hard to see. I will say, through Discord, it looks pretty good. The paint scheme's not bad. This screenshot does it no justice, right? And then you have the 9th seed of Mr. Steve Loving in the 27. He's a beaut. So we'll start out with you, Dalton. DK, you got Steve Linger, number 23 machine here. Or Steve Loving, number 27, Mobile 1 machine. There's your another Camry too, by the way, Brad.
Yeah.
Well, there's a
you're right. Just on the stream, the 23 doesn't really do it justice.
Not a fair shake. Not a fair shake.
I think because of the fact that it's a phone photo, it doesn't really make it look as good as it probably does.
Absolutely.
Hate it, but I'm giving it to the other guy.
So you're going with the 27 of Loving, right?
Yes.
All right.
Plus,
Kyle-
I mean that is a pretty badass game.
Yeah.
Let's
I
be
like it.
real.
I like it. I like
Yeah,
the
that's
so I like
solid.
the stars right here. I like that aspect of it, right? As the rounds wound down, we will start talking individually about which paint scheme we like and why we like it. But we're just getting through the first round here. Kyle, who you got? You got the 27 of Steve Loving or the 23 of Steven Linger?
I'm gonna go with the 27. I like the 3 different patterns that he managed to mix together really well to look almost abstract, but to the point that hey, American flag.
Right, and they don't clash either. Is the thing. They are different,
Nope.
different templates, or not templates, but patterns, like you said, but they don't clash. All right, Brad Lawson, the 27 of Steve Loving or the 23 of Steven Linger?
I'm gonna go with 27 Loving. Like echo a lot of what you guys said. It's the patterns that he put into it, and the detail there. I like it.
And you're a fellow painter, right? So you can look at that and say, "Whoa, that was probably pretty hard doing this or that,"
Yeah.
right? Right.
That's tough. Tough putting those designs and those different patterns together.
So we're
So
gonna-
yeah, I put in some definite work on that.
I want to switch gears real quick. I forgot to mention this while ago with the 52 here. I can't imagine doing the American flag, the gradient on the front, and then going to the Constitution back there or whatever. That just seemed like that'd be pretty hard. All right, Mark, you got the 27.
27.
So you already know you're going with Steve Loving.
Yeah, that's the vote right there.
I'm gonna go Steve Loving
Majority.
as well. So we're flipping it next time. Me and Paul's going first this next time. All right, so
Thank
that goes ooh,
27.
27. Yep. Submit scores. We'll say what was that? 5,
4 to nothing.
4.
5 to nothing. Right.
I mean, I would
Five
have
nothing.
taken it as well.
How many's in here
5-0.
with us?
So it'd
5-0?
be 6-0.
5-0.
6-0?
Yeah, it's
Wait,
6-0.
6-0,
The
yeah.
27 is a nice paint. A bit too.
Oh, you didn't even ask you.
Yeah, you didn't even ask me to.
Well, 'cause it was-
man.
it was
God
majority.
dang. All good. All good.
All right. Next up on the bracket, we got Austin Norris 81 and myself. So Austin Norris is the 5 seed. Granted, it's gonna be another phone pick. I can remember this one, but not a bad one. And now I'm pissed because Brad can tell you this was our paint scheme.
Yeah. I knew that was coming.
He's
Yeah, it
also
was-
not actually the 81. It shows the 81 on the paint, but that's because his painter, his preferred number was 81. So his actual number is the 57.
Sorry, my little boys came in here. So yeah, I didn't realize that when I made this graphic, but so that's his 81. I was supposed to be the Blue Angel. Make sure I'm not muted now. I was supposed to be the Blue Angel as well as Kyle, Bell, all of us, and I think Brad. Wasn't you basically done with the paint scheme whenever we realized, oh shit, somebody else has done it?
I was real close.
Right.
I was real close to being done with it, and they posted it up the next morning, and I wasn't quite done with it, and I was like, "Well, boys, we got to back up and punt. We got to figure something else out." So,
All right, and then you have myself, number 4, Lady Luck. So Paul, you're starting us out this time. We're going in reverse. Mr. Paul, who do you pick? You got the number 4 of myself, or the number? It's going to say 81, but he's not really the 81. Or the 5th seed, Mr. Austin Norris.
Or
and the
Austin Norris.
Blue Angels.
That's the first tough one in my opinion. I really like both, but I will give it to Austin. I'm sorry, Tanner. I just like it. The cleanliness.
You know, that's some
Simple two-tone.
bullshit, bro.
Tanner can't vote.
I thought since I was right here, you would definitely vote for me. That's some bullshit.
That was it for the German goodbye. Take care.
No, I'm just
We
playing.
know
Okay.
Tanner can't vote, so go ahead, Mark.
Yep.
I give it to Tanner, but only
Ha! Suck on that, Paul. Ha!
he probably won't go any further. But I'll give it to him this time.
What's that supposed to mean?
All right, Brad.
All right, now you got Mr. Brad Lawson.
yeah, this was a fun card to put together, man. I'm definitely go with the number 4, Tanner's. And Germans ain't even allowed to vote in America, right? So
Oh, wait a second.
we-
You made the fucking paint. You can't vote on
Yeah,
it.
He did
I
make.
know.
I think he made all the paints.
No, if
Y'all gonna
we,
give me an option to vote. I mean, I will not be biased. I can, but
he
I'll
made so
abstain
many,
for
we
this
can't do
one,
that.
But
He made
I'll-
fucking 10 of them. Like he made a bunch of them.
I can back out on the cars that I painted. I'm
No,
fine with
no,
that, but
just don't be biased. Just be unbiased.
No,
right? Just pick
no, I'll
whichever
be
one you think's
unbiased.
best. I trust you.
absolutely.
I trust you. Plus, you voted for me, so I gotta count it.
I knew that's exactly what he was saying. We'll trust him. We'll trust him.
Kyle, who you got? You got Austin Norris or Tanner Moore? Remember, you're on my team, fucker.
Yeah, that's
Vote
the
accordingly.
thing is, I am a little biased because I have the same exact paint.
Quick
But
control
just-
the vote, Tanner.
I can't help it. I'm
But-
pulling. Can't help it.
Just the attention to detail in Tanner's paint, just the imperfections in the metal, the rivets put in there, all of it. You gotta go with Tanner.
Stuck on that, Paul. Hater. All
I
right,
got
DK.
a good reason.
DK.
I mean, my vote doesn't matter. The
Well,
majority is already.
we're gonna do it.
kinda-
We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it for
I
the
vote
score,
for
though.
that anyway.
We're doing it for the
Okay,
score.
Austin.
Awkward.
All right. So what was
Who's
that?
all getting wrecked? Who's
Well-
all getting wrecked in practice tomorrow, Tanner?
So that was 2 for Austin, 3 for me, right? All right, now we got
Yeah.
Brian Matthews and Larry Bell. So Brian Matthews, I hate that Discord keeps disappearing up there. Brian Matthews.
winning.
We'll do Larry Bell first. I got him right here. Here's Larry Bell. Huh? Deja vu, huh? Larry Bell. So this will have the 43 on it. He don't have Trading Paints Pro. Or Brian Matthews. Oh, not that one. Wrong button. Brian Matthews. Looking for him. I can't freaking find him. Oh, right here. The number 28 of Brian Matthews. That's sick, bro. That's sick.
Stop influencing Tanner.
Shut up! I'll vote first then. I go first. I vote to 28. All right, Paul. Who you got? You got Brian Matthews here in the 28? Or you have Larry Bell here in the quote-unquote 43?
I'll go with the 28 as well. It's
I'm trying to know the theme
Yeah.
here, Paul. Paul does not like Lady
I'll
Luck.
be the bad guy.
So that's 2 for the 28. Mark, who you got? You got the 28 of Brian Matthews? Okay.
Can't vote for one of the same car, man.
Okay. You can. You totally can, but you just chose not to. You
Nah.
chose for the Brian Matthews. All right. Who do you got, Mr. Lawson? Brian Matthews or Larry Bell?
Personally, for me, I mean, that car's got a lot going on for me, the 28. But I don't know. It's
Looks like he ran into a bucket of paint.
It is.
Yeah,
It
it's
is
like-
a little
it's-
busy, eh?
I
It
mean,
is.
it's that's just me, and that's my preference. But I'm gonna go with Larry Bell's on just for that
Okay.
reason. I mean, it's still a good looking ride, but I'm not. No, that's no bias at all. I swear.
Once those two vote, I got something to say about it. I do kind of agree now. Kyle Wellman, you got the 28 or the naked 43?
If you pull up to 28 there, that's going to be my vote. And yeah, it looks like it ran through a bucket of paint, but if you look on the hood, he incorporated the stars in there to just blend in perfectly with it. And I really like how he meshed it all together.
Oh, I do.
He
I
did,
see.
actually.
I see blue stars now. I did not see that originally.
Yeah,
Alright.
there are also eagle wings on the
And I
side.
see. Yeah, I was about to say that those
Yep,
eagle
he did
wings
that too.
behind the 28.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
some really nice detail.
DK, you going 28 as well?
28. Yeah.
So how many? That
5 to
was 1, 2,
5 to 1.
5 to 1. Thank you, Dalton.
Y'all making me look biased now. That's the thing.
Hey, you were the one that voted, man.
That's right. No, you're right. You're right.
All right. So next was gonna be John Perkins, Jamie Fall. So I will say about this 28 right here. It's almost so busy that you see new stuff every time you looked at it. Like I said, with Kyle mentioning the stars, I didn't even see that. Hell, y'all mentioned the eagle wings. I saw the eagle, didn't even pick up on the wings, right? So you see it and you see something different every time. So that's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Plus, it's got Buffalo Trace on the quarter too.
Right. All right, so next is John Perkins, James E. Fall. So John Perkins, it's gonna be another phone pick, and that sucks. Damn it, I love his paint scheme. Loves, he always has loves on his car, right? Number 33, John Perkins, BPL, regular. So we see him quite often. Mark, you start us out on the vote. So you got John Perkins here in the 33, or you have Mr. James Efall in the 88 Marines.
Well, that's kind of I'm gonna be biased on this one for sure.
I started to say,
You
man,
wonder
don't
why.
be biased.
That's why I went to him first.
Hey, John's my teammate
Yeah, that's why I went to
normally
you.
every Sunday, but I got to go with Marines, man.
So you're going with Efall.
Yep.
All right. So I'll go next. I'm going John
He
Perkins.
said he put 300 stars on there, which they must be underneath because ain't no way they're on that hood.
Oh, we're talking Efall here now, right? 88.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going Perkins 33. So that's 1-1. Paul, who you got? You got the 88 of Efall or the 33 of Perkins?
I'll go with EFAL. It's a
That's-
bit more clean, in my
Alright.
opinion.
Definitely a cleaner screenshot. That's for damn sure. DK, who you got?
Pulling back up real quick.
So you got the 88 Efall,
Mhm.
and you got 33 of Perkins.
I'm gonna say the 88, but I wish that on like the just in front of the left rear tire, like there's the Freedom 100 logo. I
Oh,
wish
yeah.
he had just taken out the background
Yeah,
because that would have probably
Same
fit a
thing
little
we
bit
said.
better.
yeah, that's what we said when we were putting these graphics together. That's what we said. What is that? That's 3-1 right now. Kyle the Wildman
Yep.
Woman, Efall, or Perkins.
Perkins.
First, I agree with Dalton about the Freedom logo. This is a hard one for me because I really like what John did with the fill-in around the number. But at the same time, it's the same pattern he races that car every league. He just took out that section.
It's really not though. It's not. It's just the
It's not?
the screenshot just screws it up so much. This is a beautiful paint scheme, bro. I mean, I know I'm swaying the vote.
Fireworks, all kind
Yeah,
of
yeah.
stuff on there.
It's the screenshot, and this was the best one too out of the ones he submitted. But damn it, the paint scheme is beautiful. It really is.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with John.
Yes, my swaying worked.
Yeah. It's just that's probably
Actually,
the closest
looking
battle.
at the paint scheme that he posted, where it's still in the iRacing paint booth, you can see the fireworks and shit behind the number and
Really?
on the hood. Ooh, yeah, that
Now you've already voted. You can't change now.
I know, but that
Oh,
you say that was the best picture? That was not the
Nah.
best picture.
Maybe
Yeah,
it was
iRacing.
the best picture on track. I guess I don't know. We were doing it late last night.
But-
who do you got, Cal?
Clearly,
I'm going with John.
All right, so what is that? That's 2 for John.
it's
3,
2 to 3.
2 to 3.
Two.
All right, Brad.
Yeah, Lawson.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with EFAL on this one to be 100%
You just made it a
honest.
tie. Now I don't know what we do in
No,
that.
he
Yeah.
didn't. No, he didn't.
No,
No, he didn't.
No,
That's
no,
4
it's
for.
2 Perkins, 4 EFA.
Oh, thank you, Brad.
Okay. So yeah, if I'm not bad mistaken, Noah Blackwell puts his stuff together. And Noah's always got great attention to detail, man. Excellent painter out there. So yeah, EFAL.
So what is that, Don? EFall.
4 to 2.
4 to 2.
EFA.
And again, I think Perkins got shafted because of the screenshot there.
Yeah, I think if I had seen that other photo,
Right.
in the iRacing paint booth, I think I would have voted Perkins. But
Right. And now we have Trevor Harmon, who is the 11th seed, taking on Kyle the Wildman Wellman, who is the 6th seed, but he told us 7th because he's a fucking idiot. So this is my favorite out of all of them. The ones like us, I like the 2 numbers. I think the 2 numbers look better than the single number. I like the 42. And then you have the 29. Fucking, my God. I mean, what else you got to say about this one? My God. My God. All right. DK, start the voting.
give me the 29.
Taking the 29.
Yeah.
I think Kyle got screwed in the seating here. Kyle, who you got? Or no, you can't vote. Who would you vote? Would you vote for yourself or would you vote for? Let's find out if he's a homer or not here. Would you vote for Harmon? Or would you vote for yourself, the wild man?
Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm just gonna concede I wouldn't vote for either.
Brad, who you got? You got the 29 of Team 5 representing
teammate.
Team 5 Motorsports,
Yep.
your teammate, or you have. So he's conflicted heavy here because he painted
Yeah, I
both
put
cars.
both of these cars together.
He painted
you
both
know.
of them.
So, I'm going to 29.
Yeah.
Just to be honest, this was definitely a fun one to put together for Trevor, and it's kind of challenging. I'm not going to get into the nuts and bolts of it, but right there, the ribbon going across that
Yeah, that's what I was
valence
gonna
on
go
the
through.
bottom.
Yep.
Yep.
We'll
It's
go
tough to
over
put
that
together,
later.
but
If he stays later in the
Yep.
rounds, we'll definitely go over that because we picked up on something. Mark, you got the 29 or the 40?
29.
All right. I'm 29. Paul.
I'm the 42, the double digits, just make it look better than
Right.
the single digits,
Yeah.
like you said.
Y'all kind of screwed yourself.
4 to 1 Harmon.
What was it? 4-1.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a hellacious matchup in round 2 there. All right, and then we got 2 more for the round 1. You got Mark Arthur, the 7 seed, taking on Scotty Stevens. I don't remember what seed he is. Scotty is the 10th seed. So here's Mark's beautiful number 12, and then here is Scotty's beautiful number 2. So you got Scotty's, and you got Mark's. Brad Lawson, you can start the vote.
oh man, why you got to put me on the hot seat? Again, I had a little bit to do with both of these. I'm going to have to go with the 12 just because of the representation.
Right. I like the 12. Cal, who you got? You got Scotty Stevens and the 2 Lady Luck, or Mark Arthur's in the Marine Blacks?
I'll go with the 12. I like you got the marine blue perfect on that, and it blends so good with the flat black. And I don't care what Tanner says; those numbers look good. They remind me of Dale Jr.'s National Guard car.
I didn't hate on the numbers. Let's go ahead and rewind back. I just said
You called them corn cobs.
as soon as no, I did not. As soon as Mark pulled up the picture and said, "Here's what Brad did me," I was like, "Oh, I like that." I was like, "Wait, the numbers look like corn. They look like Justin Allgaier's corn numbers." And then he showed me why, and I was like, "Oh, okay, I can see that. So I wasn't
I
hating.
think we can all agree the corn cob numbers on Justin Allgaier's car look cool too.
They do.
They do. I mean, they do look cool. They do.
And it does fit with his sponsor being Brandt, being
Right.
a farming thing.
Right. Absolutely. All right, DK. So you got the 12, or you got the 2?
I'm going with Lady Luck. Give me the 2.
Nice. All right, Paul. You got the 12.
For me, I like the teeth.
It's just iconic. It's just iconic as hell.
It's the 12 for me.
All right,
Nice,
so
clean, good colors.
that's 3 to
3
1.
for Mark.
I gotta go, Mark. I hate to vote for him, man, but I have to. It's some bullshit, but I got
I
to.
voted for you, man.
Yeah, but yeah, I guess. I'll scratch your backs and you scratch
4 to
mine.
1 Mark.
4 to 1, Mark. Let me get this in here. 4 to 1. All right, and then the final matchup in the first round, it's going to be Paul, our German, versus
Hateful.
who are you versing? I can't even remember. Oh, Ronald Reagan. There's Paul. So Paul, go ahead and give us a breakdown. This is obviously not American patriotism, right? So tell us about your car for a second, real quick.
Real quick, it's pretty tough for German to do something patriotic or army based because of obviously history. So I chose motorsport history. So we got the big piece on the hood, 26 German drivers from all kinds of racing, rally, open wheel, endurance, touring cars, from pre-war, World War II, all the way to today, and then just nice and clean silver arrow to white paint with a German flag and some German manufacturers on the roof.
I like it. I do like it, and especially when you can actually zoom in on your other pictures and look at all the drivers you have on there. I think you put a little contest together, right? Who can name all the drivers? And Chat GPT
Yes,
couldn't even name them all. We named 15 of the 26.
Yes,
I
it
recall.
was 15 of the 26 was right for the 2 guys who actually tried.
Yep.
And interestingly, both had different drivers right at some point.
Right.
Oh, and I forgot, on the paint you don't see it on the picture, sadly. On the roof, the side, and the rear are the outlines of 9 famous German racetracks.
I can see one right here. I don't know if my
Yeah,
mouse is showing up or not, but I can see one.
yeah,
It looks like underneath the number.
on the roof is Nordschleife.
Yep. All right, so pretty cool. I'll start the voting here. I'm going to go. Oh wait, I haven't showed the other one, have I? So we got that one, or you
You don't need
have
to show that.
right,
Don't do no.
or you have Richard Reagan Jr. number 56. Sorry, Paul. I love you, brother. Hey, remember you voted against me? I voted against you. I'm going 56 here. Mark, who you got? You got the 56, or you got the German 24?
Well, since it's American independence, I'm gonna have to go with the which one? It's 56.
56.
Sorry, Paul.
Richard Reagan.
Yeah.
Brad
Maybe I
Lawson.
wish the outline of those numbers were a different color.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, Mark. I'm gonna have to go with 56, but yeah, we'll talk about it later. But 56 for me.
Kyle.
Sorry, Paul.
Honestly, this is the first time seeing the 56. And it's probably my favorite out of all these. The only thing I don't like is the color of the outline of the number. But I'm going to go with the 56.
Right. It looks like Dalton is preoccupied a little bit. Dalton, you got the 56 or the 24, brother?
I like the 24.
Hey, I got one.
1, 2, 3, 4. 4 to 1.
Hey. That's one more that I fought because the 56 is a really nice paint. I
It
have to
is.
admit.
It is.
It is very
really
nice.
is.
But
Alright.
I also have F1 fan knowledge and international motorsport knowledge. So yes, it's not American independence, but it's still like an attempt at something patriotic. So that was my reasoning.
So the cultured person knows what is good.
Right. Oh my goodness. All right, let's get on with the round number 2 here. So taking on or starting round number 2,
I need to be right back.
it's going to be Brad Lawson in the 85 and the 9th seat of Steve Loving in the 27. So I'm telling you, it's about to get dicey here as we lose one of our voters. So
It'll be hard.
we'll pull up Brad Lawson's. Fucking butte, bro. My God. Or was it 27 I said you're going up against?
27 it was.
Tanner is biased.
I am biased. I like to steer the
wow,
voting,
good
you know?
thought.
Because I had to step away for a minute, I'm going with the 27.
Been in the wrong league too long.
All right, you're going 27. So, Kyle, you vote next. And our screens are messed up, but it is what it is. Kyle, vote. You
I'm
got
going to go with Lawson here. Just the colors blend great. I love darker cars. And I live near the Air Force Base, and I like listening to all the Air Force people cry when Army beats them every year in football.
All right, Mark, you got 85, 27. 85.
Sorry, Brad, but that's an Army car. I'm going with the
27.
27.
That's fair.
So I've lost my help count, and that's 2 for the 27, right? 1 for Brad so far.
Yeah.
I'm going Brad.
It is.
I'm going Brad 85. So Paul, you're going to break the tie.
I'm going with the 85 as well. It's just a cleaner car in my opinion.
Absolutely
Better
cleaner.
composition. Real nice.
Yep. So now that we can, I can sway it without swaying it. I just think this car's too busy. It's just too busy in my mind. It's a good looking paint scheme. I'm not knocking it by no means. It's just a little busy.
Yeah,
the flag on the
27
side was a
27
little
had
more
bad luck
crisp.
with the 85.
It would probably look better.
What'd you say now, Mark? You got talked over. What?
If the flag on the side was a little more crisp and
I agree.
didn't have as much black in there, it
Yep.
would probably pop better.
I agree 100%. All right, let's pull up our
I have
bracket.
to look at some of Steve's stuff, man. He puts together some good stuff too. So
Right. All right, so now we have
Right.
myself taking on the 28. Y'all remember my paint scheme for sure. We've seen it a few times. And here's the 28. I can't vote clearly. So Mark, you said all man. We'll start with you. Come on, Mark. Let me hear it, baby. Let me hear it.
Guess I go with you.
Fucking right,
Just
doggy.
because the other one's so busy.
Yes.
And like I say, I didn't even see the stars. Like it's still hard to see, even though y'all said something. Like it's hard.
Get yourself some
It's tough
glasses,
to
man.
see. Yeah, same as the other one. If it wasn't so much going on, other things could pop out a little better. And
So you
That's
can't.
not
You don't see the star. So they're blue stars on the hood. You don't see that.
kind of. No, I
Yeah,
see
white
white
on the
stars.
center.
It's not like it doesn't pop.
Right.
I see white. I see a blue star, but I also see white stars
Yeah, I see a blue star. I don't see a white star anywhere on the hood at
right
least.
beside the blue one.
Oh, it's kind of getting into the yeah. Okay.
You're right into the fender.
Yeah. Paul, you
I'm
got
still going with 28.
dude. You're gonna have to
It's,
quit voting against me,
I-
brother. This is some bullshit here.
Man, you voted against me, so I have to keep on going.
So what is that?
Nah,
Is that-
I like the 28 more.
all right.
Just admit.
So is it 1 and 1?
Plus,
Yeah,
that
one
car
more.
probably brings us back, some of that history he's talking about, Tanner.
Right. Bad memories.
Yeah.
Brad Lawson, you got the 4 or the 28. So there's a 28, and there's the 4.
Yeah, I'll stick with what I did earlier. I'm gonna go with the 4.
Just sucking. This dude is eating.
Yeah,
Yeah,
not
I'm
only
fucking hungry.
eating, he is huffing it down. Like I'm not sure he took breaths in between bites. All right, Kyle, 2 for me, 1 for the 28. Who you got, brother?
Second round, we're starting to get down in the details, and on the 28, that right front fender, he just didn't fade it, the blue and the red together very well, but the 4's just faded all over
Oh, I see.
really well, so I'm going to go with the 4.
I see what you're saying. Right behind the bounty sticker, huh? On the front fender, it goes from blue straight to red. I do see that. Good
It's
catch.
like the General Tire's got a red background.
Good catch. All right, DK, you got the 4 or the 28? 28.
Well, the vote's already 3 for the 4, so my vote doesn't matter.
Yeah, well, it does with the scores.
For the score,
Yeah.
I do still like the 28 compared to the 4.
So what was it? 4
3 to 2.
3 to 2.
It's 3-2.
3 to 2. Haha, going to the 3rd round. Haha.
Yeah, now you're up against Brad.
Brad.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
I
that
know.
was that for you, Tanner.
I think this is where the
Bye-bye.
4 dies.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
where it all comes to the end, don't it? All right, so let's look at our bracket so I don't fuck something up here. James Efall. Ooh, this is a hell of a matchup. So you got James Efall taking on Trevor Harmon. There's you, the 88. There is you, the 29. Brad Lawson starts out.
29.
29 for Lawson. Kyle Wellman, take it again. 29 or 88.
This is a tough one because they're both red, white, and blue
Red, white, blue.
with
Yeah.
stars.
Feel
But
like I'm at
once
the
again, comes down to the little details, and that background and that freedom throws it off for me. So I'm gonna go with Harmon.
It's
looks
2.
better. 1, 2.
I was
Right.
thinking the same thing just a minute ago, Mark. No
Yeah. Well, especially with these,
Yeah,
because they look damn near the same. They're so much
I'm
similar.
gonna go EFAW.
You're going
I'm
to
gonna
EFAW?
go EFAW.
All right, so
It's 2
it's
to 1.
2 to 1. Mark, you got what's better?
88.
1
Oh, he's got
Yeah.
EFAW.
Let me see.
or
Do it again.
1 or 2? 2
It didn't change.
or 1?
I go with 88.
88? So it's
Yeah,
It's
2
a tie.
2.
Bye, doctor.
Paul, you go next. You got the
tough one.
88 or the 28? 2
That's the 29, my guy.
or 1? Yeah, you know what I meant.
I'm going with the 88.
We got
It's a bit more
problems.
spicy.
3 to 2.
We got problems because
Oh,
if I
man.
vote here, I don't know what we do. Because I'm going 29. I said it from the get-go. I'm going 29. So now we got a tiebreaker. How do we break the tiebreaker? We didn't think this far
First-
into it.
Let's do this. First person in chat to cast their vote, that person wins.
Mm.
88.
All right, we'll go on
Dalton,
to
get your dad in there, Dalton.
we'll go into the next one. Kyle, you be watching. All right, you be watching the chat
All right.
first. We'll go on to the next
All right.
one, and the next one is Mark Arthur.
Dalton, tell your dad to come in and vote.
And-
We have a
hold on
winner,
sec, hold
number
on a sec.
29.
No, that's him. That is him.
Hey,
Okay?
we
That's who.
didn't specify. We
That's-
just said
that's-
first vote.
And
we-
then the next
Is it-
vote was 88.
Yep. 2
Now
for
we're
the
not
88 right after that.
Now we got a bigger
Well, the
dilemma.
second
Now what
one
do we
for
do?
the 88 is the 88.
Uh,
Okay, Paulson.
All right, so we have 1
That's Paulson.
for 88 that's not in the
Yep.
vote, and
All
then
right,
1 for
all right.
29 that's not in the vote.
all right.
But hey, you said the first person's.
I did
the
say.
Yeah.
Listen. All right, from this moment on, the first person to comment, I don't give a damn who it is. It could be the Pope. The first person to comment, either 2988, that's who wins. Until then, all right, we got Richard Reagan going up against Mark Arthur. So Richard Reagan in the 56. Did somebody vote?
Yeah, Mark and Dalton.
There you go.
He said, "I don't care who," so I was like, "Okay, bet."
All right, so
Yeah, that
first
that
legal
already fit
person
in with
is
the
88.
Yeah,
Who?
don't matter the
it's
donation.
88.
88. All right. So I hate that, man, but we're gonna do it. 88. So
Go.
we're gonna say 4-3.
3 point. Yeah.
You got to choose your words wiser, Tanner. Kind of like
No, I didn't care. It didn't.
donate.
If one of y'all chose it or did it, y'all did it. We didn't think that far through. I didn't think we would honestly tie. I just didn't think that far through it.
Well, that's just the thing. You don't think half the time.
Right.
He's not catching. No,
You
he's
got-
not catching it.
No, I am
Yeah, I
catching
know
it.
he's
You're talking
not.
about the donation amount and the dude that's sending $1. I can't help we have people that don't have morals. Can't help that. All right.
You also don't know his circumstance, so he might have only had $1.
Mm.
So you can't
Maybe.
give somebody shit
Hey,
when you left an open can of worms.
Yeah, I guess maybe. I just got morals.
So-
All right. So Mark
Fix
Arthur,
your wording then next time.
Mark Arthur, or Ronald Reagan, I think.
I don't know. We can't see him.
Damn, Ronald Reagan's racing.
Yeah, it's messed up. I can't see him either.
I try turning it off and on again.
And real quick, I just want to apologize to Aoife. I gave credit to Blackwell on that.
Blackwell.
He said he painted. He said he painted it. So I apologize.
Good shit, James.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
Yeah,
good stuff.
All right, so you got Ronald Reagan, 56. Mark Arthur, the 12. 12, 56. Dalton,
56.
156. Kyle,
This is the hardest one for me because these are my two favorite. But details again, I don't like the green around the number, so I'm gonna go with Mark.
that's 1-1. Brad Lawson,
I'm gonna go 56 on this one.
2-1. I'm gonna go Mark. I like the matte black on it. I'm with them. I do like the different color on the number, but I think it's almost too different. It like stands out too much on the 56. Paul, you're gonna be either a deciding factor or a tiebreaker or a tie
No, he has the
maker.
deciding factor because Mark can't vote.
All right.
It's 2-2.
Oh yeah. Richard Reagan, Mark Arthur.
I'm going with the 12. It gives me some old school vibes. It is nice and clean.
So
Like
3.
it is, the outline on the 56 is a bit.
I'm wrecking Dalton and Brad.
Seen that coming.
All right, now we're down to
I'm
the
gonna
final.
pull an Aaron Raymond. You got to catch us first.
We're down.
That's pretty easy.
Technical track.
I know.
These technical tracks, I seem to go to the front.
Exactly.
We're down to the final four. Yeah, shout out Aaron Raymond. Huh? Final four: Brad Lawson, myself versus Brad Lawson, and then James Efall versus
Oh
Mark.
man, how's
Arthur.
that turn out? 2 Marine cars going.
Two Marine cars, yeah.
All right, so y'all know Brad Lawson. It's a beaut. It can't compete with the Lady Luck, but you know it's a beaut. There's 85 of Lawson and the 4 of Tanner Marr. Granted, I didn't paint my car. Mr. Lawson painted both, so he can't vote, but he did paint both, so he has a hand in both of them. Paul, you start us out. You got Lady Luck in the 4 or Brad Lawson in 85. It really don't even take no time to think here.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I mean,
you win against me every time, brother.
I just wanted to say, apparently you don't have your glasses on, but it is a tough one, I have to admit. Yeah,
Oh.
I love the Air Force car. It is really nice, but that single digit just destroys me, man. It is the 85 still for me. I'm sorry, Tanner.
No, I get it. I totally, out of all of our cars, the team cars, I think Wellman's looks the best because of the double numbers. I think it just makes
Yeah,
it.
because of the double digits,
Yep.
100%.
All right, Mark, you got Brad Lawson or Lady Luck number 4. I voted for you.
You voted for Lady Luck.
I voted for you, Mark.
Ah,
Yeah.
No, I'm just playing.
Even though it's Army, I'd probably go with Brad's just because
It's fair. It's
I
fair.
don't know the 4 font. It's not the single number. I think it's the font that throws it off. I think if it had a little bolder font, it'd probably look better than that skinny.
Maybe if the font was thicker.
Yeah,
Right. That's what. Yeah.
kind of skinny.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But I think Brad. Now you can chime in here. I think you use the same font for all of them, right? All of
yeah,
us.
yeah.
Right.
All the fonts were the same. One thing I thought about too is you got the 4 of you, got the 2 of Scotty, and you got the 42 of Wellman. So
and then the 43 of Larry Bell.
43 of Larry Bell. Yeah.
Right.
So you got 42 and 43, no matter how you look at it.
Right. All right, Wellman. You got the 4 or the 12?
This is tough. Do I go with my teammate or my painter?
You go-
Army or Air
You
Force?
go with whatever your little heart desires, brother.
Yeah.
You got to be truthful.
It's
with
2-0
yourself.
right now. It's 2-0 right now.
Yep.
I'm gonna go with Brad's. I love the colors of it. Like
Yep.
that the door number is different from the roof number. The gold looks great on it. So I gotta go with Brad.
Yeah, it's a beaut. Dalton, just for the shits and giggles.
Not even a question, Brad.
All right, so that's. I mean, is there 5 of us? 5-0, 4-0. I didn't vote.
There's 6 of us in here.
5-0. I didn't vote.
6, that would be a 5-0.
All right, then we got James Efog taking on Mark
That's
Arthur.
4-0, by the way.
Oh well, don't matter. Mark Arthur, number 12. James Efall, number 88. Efall 88. Mark 12. Kyle, you start us out.
Someone has to shoot.
I'm going with Mark all the way.
Dog and Kilrow.
I'm going 88.
Brad Lawson.
I think Dalton's got something. We need to talk, Dalton.
We've talked before.
I'm going 12 just because the Freedom logo on the front of the rear wheel. Honestly,
Okay. I was about to say, I was like, what Freedom logo on the front?
Yeah, I was
But
looking at
realized you're talking
Mark's
about the
and
88.
yeah, that kills it to me.
How'd you know that was there, Brad?
What's that?
How'd you notice that Freedom logo?
It's blocked out. Big time. Big time. It was first thing I seen actually.
Oh no, you're talking about his, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going Mark. Paul.
Number 12.
It's a 4.
So now we got 2 black cars.
Yep. Now it just got interesting, boys.
And I called this last night that it would be these two head to
He
head.
did. Kyle did say this last
Called
night.
it last night.
He did. I remember that. You got 85. You got the 12. 85. 12. Brad, if you was to vote, who would you vote for? This don't count. Who would you vote
Hey, you
for?
can't do that.
I'm gonna go to you too.
Hey
I'm going
Mark,
to you too.
hey, how about this?
Nah.
Mark, I'll vote for you. You vote for me.
No, I'm
That's
gonna
right.
I'm gonna go both of y'all through.
There you
I
go.
want the honest God truth. Who would you
Go
vote
to
for,
us
Brad?
last then. Go to us last then.
Yeah, y'all vote and
Who
we'll talk
wants
about it.
who wants to start it? Who wants to start voting?
Brad.
That's what I thought. I
Um,
thought it'd be easier for them to vote.
We're
Now-
going, Brad.
You're going Brad? Oh,
Alright.
okay. Cal?
So it comes down to the finest details. And I actually talked to Brad about this a couple days ago.
Uh-oh.
The spoiler. The spoiler with Menards on it still throws it off where Mark has the all black spoiler and blends in perfectly. So I'm
just
gonna go
suck
with
his dick
Mark.
More, why don't you?
I could say
Whoa.
something against that though. I would say something against that because the spoiler on the 85 is a nice contrast. While on the 12, that's just black. There's nothing going on there.
I agree.
So it's bland and boring,
I agree.
at least in my opinion.
So who are you voting for, Paul? Sound like you're voting for the 85?
I mean, I'm struggling. On one side, we got the Toyota, so basically, and on the other side, Marines know how to dress up a boat.
And to my defense, you can't wear a fucking scarf with a Marine outfit, right? You don't accent that uniform.
Yeah, nah, I'm going with Brad. the Menards spoiler at first was a bit weird, but I came to like it.
What's the count, Dalton?
So it's me and Paul for Brad, and then it was Wellman for Mark.
Damn. So I can either tie it or conclude it, ship it, send it, be done. I don't.
And Efall's already put in his vote for the 12 in chat for a tiebreaker, so just saying.
Efall's going to back his brother though. He's a Marine too, which I can't blame him.
I gotta go, Brad. I said it last night. I like Brad's the most before I saw Trevor's. Trevor's was my favorite out of all of them, but I gotta go Brad's.
I knew that was coming. I didn't think I'd make it as far as I did anyway.
Just a really hard round. Both
Well
cars
done.
just look phenomenal.
Yeah. I mean, fuck.
Yeah.
You put them up against any other car, y'all win that battle. But it's just y'all had to meet each other eventually.
Yeah.
So
Let's face it, Brad's the painter of 90% of the cars out here, so he's going to put the best effort into his.
I don't know.
I don't know, man. I'll disagree with that just a little bit.
I've painted a bunch of cars. I know this 29 car took forever with the bends and shit because it's hard to see on the screen. There's gray accents in there, and what it is it's making it look like the flag is waving, right? And I know that took some time, just trying to get that right.
I knew that.
All right, so before we wrap it up here, Brad, if it came down to y'all voting, who would you have voted for there? Would you have voted for yourself?
12.
12?
Yep, I voted 12. And I'll tell you why. Is because if you look at Mark's car, it looks like a black, but it actually has a blue in it. Just a fine shade of blue. The base. Mark and I both actually worked a little bit on this car. He put basically a lot of the base together. I just helped accent it a little bit and put the logos on. But the stitching and the number that you can tell, the detail that went into that, as well as just you have the pants, you have the shirt, you have the hat, you have everything with the dress blues that you've got there. So yeah, I would have went 12.
So I'll be honest, Mark, before you go, you ran that car last night, right? You had that car on last night, and I was like, I didn't even notice the white part. I was like, wait, why the top of it is white? And then it dawned on me, oh, that's their hat, right? So it goes from top down. Makes sense, right? All right, Mark, who would you vote for there? Yourself or the 85?
Okay, so that's a tough, right? Because I don't want to say me. I like mine.
You just be honest. Be honest.
I like mine just for the thought, just for the like. And Brad can tell you, it's tough to try to incorporate dress blues on a car.
Yeah.
That was like really, really tough. And
This was the hardest car that I put together.
Yeah.
I mean,
different ideas and try to incorporate everything. It was tough, right? So it's, I like mine just for that aspect, just for the nostalgia for me. But I mean, Brad's is a lot cleaner just because that design's a lot easier to put on a car. So, I wish there was a better way to do the dress blues. Like the stripe should be up and down to match the pants. I wish we could have trimmed out more in the red, like the dress blues are all trimmed out. All the edges are basically with that little red stripe that's at the bottom of the black. I wish we could have done more on that, but it was hard to do. So I don't know. It's a toss up. Yeah.
I mean, it's.
Well, then I think we got a wiener.
And I've never seen that done on a car, right? Something like that,
No.
as far as matching a uniform. That's why I wanted to try to do it, just because I've never seen it done.
And I tried to even incorporate the belt in there somehow, and that just fell face flat. I mean, the longer I looked at that little design that I had put together, it just didn't look good. So, but we ultimately went with what the base that Mark put together, and like the pins and stuff like that, and tried to make those metallic, like the Marines logo and like the logo on the hood and stuff like that. It's just, that was a fun car to put together. It was definitely challenging though.
Right. Well, so your Picasso, your Guardians Autosports Picasso Award. Did I get that right, Paul?
Yes, you did.
Goes to none other than Mr. Brad Lawson. You know what's funny? When we started this whole patriotic theme, Brad Lawson was the guy who I was talking with about, hey, what if we did this? He's like, hey, that sounds cool. Got some ideas off each other, and here we are. So Brad Lawson, And the number 85 takes home the award, $25 to himself, $25 to Mission 22. So, Paul and team, want to thank y'all for that. Folks,
3 more
practice-
entries. by the
practice
way.
is open now. It is about
Yes.
time for us to get to it. But before we do that, I do want to send a huge shout out. I know I'm going to miss somebody in the sponsorship. I know I will. But just going off memory right here, I know we got Team 5 Motorsports. They brought you the pre-race show. Harmon Motorsports is bringing us the post-race show. We'll be right back here in just a few hours. Won't be nearly as long as the show. We're just going to be talking to some drivers, bullshitting about the race, whatnot, for the post-race show. Be right here, same channel. I want to thank Simrat Market. I know they put up money. Chummy Motorsports, they put up money. Hell, I know I'm missing people. Dalton, if you can think of anybody off the top of your head, it's been a community, like Dalton said. We only reached out to about 3 to 4 different Discords to put this together. And I just want to thank each and everybody for not only putting the money up, whether it's a donation, a sponsorship, whether you're racing, not racing, whatever. I want to say thank you for that. And we don't raise $1,300 without y'all. I want to thank you, Dalton. I want to thank for sure you, Dalton, for what you've done the past week putting this together. I woke up today, I was dreading getting on Discord, dreading it, because I knew he was going to have people trying to sign up late. I got on, fucking Dalton had it all
They're
done.
still signing up late.
3
mean-
just now.
Yeah, right. That's what happens every time. But I got on Discord, Dalton had it all done. So thank you for that, Dalton. Kyle, Brad, thank y'all for showing up. Mark, thank you for being here with me the past 2 days. We're putting this shit together. Paul, the German, thank you for not only the sponsorship, for coming out racing with us. And boys, let's get rowdy at Talladega. Let's get fucking rowdy.
Hell yeah, brother.
Let's get it.
Let's get rowdy at Dega. Dalton, give us that total. What was it? 1,300 something? Roughly?
Yeah, it was like 1,300 including the
True.
broadcasting stuff, but we just got another
1335.
so it's 1330 at the moment.
All right, guys.
1335.
Check us out on Green Flag TV here on YouTube.com. Just check out Green Flag TV, or the link
Oh.
is posted on our Facebook page.
Oh, also, Chris Carroll, tell me what number you want, Nutsack.
Chris Carroll, need a number from you, brother. Session's
Y'all
up now.
99, but
Hope-
Oh, there was
Yeah,
a
Sessions
Daniel
up.
Jackson too.
69.
See
yeah,
that
I already have him in.
All right, guys.
So
We're going to close up shop. Thank y'all for tuning in. We'll see y'all later.
one.
Green
35 total.
1335.
Real quick, thanks to anyone who has served or is serving. We appreciate everything you've done for the country. And Mission 22, just remember, if you ever need to talk to somebody, just do it. Sometimes that's all it takes, is just talking to someone.
Absolutely.
Amen.
Absolutely.
Amen.
Thank you for that, Kyle. Thank you, folks, for tuning in. We'll see you here later. Green Flag TV in about an hour. I think about 7:30 Eastern, 6:30 Central, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Check us out there. And then, like I said, we'll be back here for the post race. So, Brad, thanks for all you done. Good job on winning the award. Until next time, folks, we'll see ya.
Bye.